Hello again, Professor of Everything here. Just wanted to make a follow-up to the shirtless episode. What all of them will be moving forward. No editing. One take. It worked great. We're going to keep going with that. To that end, I have lots of footage over the last couple years since my last real posting, and I'm just going to start posting pieces of it. I'm not editing this crap. I'm not putting on the graphics I wanted to put on. I'm just going to release the raw, stupid videos. Just to put something on this channel. Here we go. Professor of Everything is back. What did I want to follow up on? I mentioned that I went into the studio to film that second episode because for whatever reason, but that the books were piled up, and the books were actually piled up, I think, for a different episode I was working on. That was during the COVID pandemic. We were full on into the middle of the COVID pandemic, and we had some anti-mask ideas going around, and now I'm realizing that I'm criticizing what we may call conservatives again with the mask things I'm going to say. And I just want to make it clear that I have equal criticism for both political parties in this country. I think Republicans are wrong about everything, and Democrats are too stupid to know why. You can see my blog post under that title. Coming soon. Lots of projects in the works, but the writing is there. I don't know what format or publication it's going to start appearing online, but those things are going to start hitting the public record too, just for posterity. I'm not trying to make a living here. I currently am still a professor, I suppose you can call me that. I do sometimes English, though definitely not literature. I don't want to teach lit classes, just composition. I'm a writer. I'm really a philosopher, but I teach some composition classes for the college. But my degrees are all over the place. And I think the video I was preparing for on that one was about death certificates. I'd had a class at Arizona State University on death and dying, and learned a lot. Another good class. Gonna make some good class recommendations and book recommendations. I realized in the last video I also didn't give you guys a book to read. Still don't have a book for you to read right now, but I do have my book from the class there. It was called The Last Dance, Encountering Death and Dying. And so what I found with this COVID debate, like they were trying to make the argument that COVID wasn't as deadly as we were being told because only some percentage of the people who they said were dying of COVID had just COVID listed on their death certificate. They said most of the people had other things listed there, bronchitis or heart attack or whatever. But that's the way death works. Like, those small percentage that only had the word COVID written on them were simply not filled out properly, because nobody dies from COVID the same way nobody dies from malaria. We all die because they cause one or more organs or systems inside our body to fail. The malaria and COVID and influenza, like, none of these things actually kill us. They just are damaging to certain cells. Certain tissue lines die. We lose the ability to perform certain functions, and then the overall organism dies. That's the way all of it is. Like, every COVID death should list specifically why. And when you read the death certificates, like, you find out why. Like, they say in there specifically, do not just list this, do not just list this, list all of these causes. So it's supposed to be like the whole story of somebody's death. It's the whole chain of events that led to their death. You're never just supposed to write COVID, car wreck. You're supposed to write all of the traumas that led up to the death. So that's what I had been set up for. And so I'm going to release pieces of that video. I've got other kind of sarcastic videos that I've made when I'm driving around. So some of them have some road noise in them. That's unfortunate. But again, this is for my pleasure, not yours. So you don't even need to like or subscribe, because I don't give a crap. At least while I still have a job, I don't give a crap. It might be coming to an end. Work is really fucking train wreck right now, and part of the motivation for starting to release these videos. Maybe, lifestyles change, and if I have to move on to something else, who knows when I'll publish videos again. But I've got about 6 months here, I think. I'm just going to try to put a bunch of things on this channel, and then maybe moving on to something else. We'll see. I love teaching, though. It's been great. guess that's all. All right, we're out of here. One take, no editing. Good work. And clothes. That's pretty good.